Hello and welcome. On behalf of the Farrell family, I'm the middle son, Luke. I want to welcome you and also to thank you. Thank you for being here with us to celebrate the really extraordinary life of our dad, Tom Farrell. We thank the larger Farrell family for being here, dad's siblings and cousins, mom's siblings, all our aunts and uncles and cousins, our in-laws, the Drakes for their generosity in so many ways, Susan, Whit and Ellen, our wives, Louisa, Courtney, and Tierney. Thank you guys for your incredible love and support these last few months. You've been experiencing this loss alongside us, and you've also had to take on a disproportionate share of our domestic burdens at home as we try to be as present as we could for Dad and for Mom. So we love you, we appreciate you. I don't know what we would do without you. And we thank our friends and Tom's friends, former students, players, colleagues, a lot of very close best friends stretching way back. Some folks whose friendships with my dad spanned more than 50, 60, even 70 years for some. You know who you are. Dad loved you. We love you. We welcome you, and thank you. We have folks who have come all the way from Taiwan, where Dad spent the last decade of his professional life, that we want to sincerely thank. The Taiwanese had a special place in my dad's heart and my mom's too, and the families and friends and teachers and board members of the beautiful school Dad helped build there, and many former students, all of whom have sent so many kind notes and tributes and photos and flowers and donations to Dad's foundation. You are really a special group. We are very touched that you've come all this way to be here. You are the true capstone of Dad's career. We also are honored to have teachers and a couple of former principals and many former students and very dear old friends of ours from Aspen, Colorado, here with us today, representing such a big part of Dad's life, representing our home where my brothers and I grew up. Thank you for traveling such a long way and for making such an effort to be here with us. We also wish to thank all of our friends and family who were not able to be here today, because there are a lot, many of whom sent us messages and stories and photos and videos and took the time out of their lives to do that, and we really appreciate each and every one of them. You may notice later we tried to set up after this some more video tributes kind of on a loop in the back corner that we hope we can play after this, but because we wanted to include everybody in some way, but if we played all the footage, we'd be here for like a weekend, so we're not gonna make you sit through all of them. But they're all wonderful, and we appreciate them. Dad loved and was loved by many people, and it's a testament to what an extraordinary and impactful life he lived. As you all know, Dad was a teacher and a coach and a mentor for thousands of kids, and not just for a particular school year or sports season, but for life. He never imposed time limits on relationships. He always referred to students and players as friends, and he considered his friends family. We always had friends or exchange students or sometimes school custodians or friends' kids or cousins from back east or even total strangers that none of us even knew living with us. It was an ever-expanding family, and we feel very fortunate for that, because at the end of the day, while this has been such a profound loss for us, we've been able to share the loss with such a big and expansive and incredibly supportive family community, which includes all of you. So thank you. There's two other things that we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about today, but that you've heard a lot about and will continue to hear a lot about in the weeks and months ahead. One is the Future Leaders of Maine Foundation that we've set up to keep Dad's legacy of giving and leadership alive and well. We've done all the paperwork for that. We're now a legally formed Maine nonprofit corporation awaiting IRS tax exempt approval, which we filed for, which we expect to have sometime in the fall. We've raised over $80,000 to date, thanks to many of you here today and many others. And in the fall, we have our In the fall, we'll have our tax-exempt status, we'll have Dad's published memoir. We're going to do another end-of-year fundraising push and try to get the word out to the press so that we can get as much attention as we can, raise as much as we can with the singular goal of helping as many young people as we can for as long as we can to become leaders like Dad, and we are very excited to do that work. Which brings me to the second item, my dad's book. We failed to deliver it to you today. I'm sorry I'm breaking that bad news right now. I was going to blame the future leaders of Maine press and editorial team, but that's us, so I'm going to blame the printer who's out west somewhere. I couldn't get it done in time. But don't worry, we'll have it in a month or so, or a couple months, and it'll be better timing and coordination with the IRS stuff, and we'll make sure that we deliver it to you all by mail. Sadly, we can't do that in person today. But it's going to be the best Christmas stocking present this year. Okay, so here's the order. My brother Nick is going to come and speak, and then I'm going to come back up and speak about my dad. And then we're going to take like a little intermission for about 10 to 15 minutes to get drinks, go to the bathroom, because then we have my brother Thomas made a video. It's 46 minutes. It started at 3 hours, so really got it down to as short as we could make it.
When I submit to Sundance, it'll be like 5.
So there will be a little intermission for you guys to go, and we thought that would be a good idea. All right, and then everybody got the packs of caramels. Those are from my farm, and I hope everyone got one. That's something my dad would have insisted that we handed out before we started this. And he also just reminded me, Aunt Charlene, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He wanted me to tell you that there's only enough for one bag per person.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. He was kidding. Here's your bag. Okay. I'm going to bring it to you.
Ever.
All right. Here, Nick's coming.